Hey friend, I've been out here piddling. I was piddling a little bit before I had to take my mom to the doctor's appointment. I just came back. The only downside to piddling when it's around 11 to 12 is that sun is sunning right now. I might have to put on my hat. Um, when I say piddling, I'm trying to clear out my shed, dirt. Uh, went in my shed to get my pot that I had because I thought I had one pot. I had two. I had a large, like 22-inch pot and another whiskey barrel. So I'm gonna need more dirt. I did. Who I hate to get out of this shade. Dig out some of that Miracle Grow soil out of here and put it elsewhere at the bottom of some pots. But you know, I knew I was supposed to. It was cheap. I fixed this up a little bit. This was the extra pot I found. Uh, I'm feeling it. I might make it one more tier higher and put something in the front. I don't know yet. I'll figure it out. But for now, I'm feeling it. As you remember, that's where I put my potatoes. But I was over here inspecting my rose bush like, "Ho, is you dead? Like, are you coming back? I could use this pot for something else." I'm not seeing any signs of life, nothing. But I look over here, and this pot with my azaleas in it, I think it came back to life. Now, the backstory on this, and when I say came back to life, like you see that sprout coming up right there. Now, the backstory on that pot, I had azaleas on each side of my garage 2 summers ago. And 2 winters ago, it was kind of mild and they had leaves on them. They were green. I'm like, that's not good. I don't like that. They're gonna die. And the minute it hit spring, dead. So I dug them up and I threw them in that pot just to say maybe they'll come back. And I replaced them with some miniature roses, which now, again, in front, I don't know if they're coming back. I left it there all summer last year, left it there all winter. And while I was piddling, I was like, you know what? I'm going to get rid of that pot. Then came back, bam. But there's a mess that I want to deal with, and it's this. The inside is a mess. I'm going to take off the plastic wrap. I had this idea, and I'm going to put up netting. That way I can have plants in there. They can have shade. I don't have to worry about it being too hot. I don't have to worry about going there and water because when I run my sprinkler, the sprinkler is going to hit it. And I think it's going to look better. One thing I noticed through the wintertime, even though, yes, it's staying up through all the wind. Let me zoom out. Let me see. Through all the wind, every tie holding it down broke. So it was being weighed down from the wind by the weights I put on it and by the shade cloth at the top that the birds have been picking at. If we look in here, oh Lord, oh Lord, this is what it looks like on the inside. Oh, yeah. That dirt, it's bugs all in it. Yeah. I see something growing in that pot over there. I have potatoes in it. Do I have potatoes growing? Hold on, what's going in that pot? Hold on, let me get my phone stand. All right. This soil. Oh, it's covered in ants. That's great. That's great. Covered in ants. I had got this from Wish or Timo. I don't know. The wind took it. It broke. Maybe my dogs. It's a trellis. I think still might be useful. Ooh. Ants. Put you right there. What do you think that is? We'll have to look that up. I just saw it's covered in ants too. Ants everywhere. I'm gonna have to put down some diatomaceous earth. Shelf full. Woo! Let's get this plastic thing off. All right. Whew. Back to square one. What am I gonna do? Let me back up. Too close, Kim. Too close. I need to clean all those leaves out. I need to get diatomaceous earth to those ant colonies in there. Put that all over to kill them. Then I'll try to put the net on. All right, let me get some stuff to clean that out. Now this is the net that I got for it. It's 20 feet by 10 feet. I don't know if it's gonna fit. I hope it fits. And then I just got these clamps from the Dollar Tree to clamp it onto the poles. Let's see if this fits. I'll get some more to cover the front, but I do have another shade cloth to put over the top. Now I'm just gonna clean up this mess. And of course I kicked that, knocked it over, couldn't wash my feet. Figure out where I'm gonna put all this crap. I'll catch you later when I'm finished picking up. All right, that's it for my Pentland. Thirsty, probably a cottonmouth. I decided to throw away the plastic part of my greenhouse. I'm just gonna throw it away because I was gonna order another one if I was gonna replace it anyway. So, and ants everywhere. Let's see where are we at? I kept that white thing right there for now because I dumped out the soil, but ants everywhere. But that's what we have so far. I do have to get another piece black because I have white, but I need black to do the front of that. And that's what we got thus far. Sorry, my phone is shaking. I actually like how the netting looks better. That's a personal choice, personal preference. I really want to move that over there. That silver thing, but got a beautiful day today. Friend is coming over because one of the plans that we have today is get the soil out of here. I'm going to put some of that soil in my last garden bed that I put together. But we're going to get the soil out of here and move this to over there. I'm not quite done getting that ready. I ordered some few things, so I don't know if that video is going to come out, which is which, but it is what it is. But yeah, we're going to move this because in the grand scheme of things, if I zoom out, okay, when I water, say if I'm here and I'm using my sprinkler, that's going to be right here. That's kind of out of the way right there. Hey girls. But anyway, that's kind of out of the way right there. No. She's trying to get out, but I got the gate open so they can't walk in the yard. So I'm going to move that over there. So when the sprinkler's here, everything is centralized and it can hit everything. That was my goal for setting it up the way I did. Also, rain barrel. I'm probably going to put pavers at each one of these and have pots there. I'm going to have one of them be the rain barrel. So it could be centrally located, maybe like at the end of this one. Boop. So I can water as much as I can, and I might get another one. We'll see. My downspout, if I got an actual rain barrel that catches rain, is going to be behind these bushes. And I'm not about to be in and out of there. I'll have a hose, you know. But yeah, that's spider central in the summertime. I don't know. We'll see. But I might get another freestanding rain barrel because it catches just enough to keep watering going without using my hydrant. But yeah, that's the plan. We're going to move that. I'm starting to bring out my trays of seedlings because it is April 29th. I've been using a fan to harden off these seedlings. But I'm ready for them to come outside. I really am. And now that I don't have this set up as an actual greenhouse, I don't want to leave these out because it's been so windy for weeks. And I don't want to come down and see this blown off. Lip dry, sorry. But it's pretty heavy. And then I zip tied this to that in hopes that it won't break off. But I'm going to leave this tray. I'm going to get the other tray and I'm going to leave it out here to see what happens. right, friend. We getting there. We're getting there. This is gonna be, I'm super excited. This is gonna be like the garden of my dreams. It really is. I'm so excited. Um we cleaned up the big stuff, but I'm in the process of cleaning up some more, but I'm gonna have to go get my boys soon. But look at that. Oh my gosh, let me make it wide. Look what my friend did. I love my friend. Whew, he cleaned that up. We got all that up. We moved that trough. I was able to put more drainage holes at the bottom because the water that was at the bottom that was stinky, I thought that little hole was going to be enough. No. So I'm glad I did move it. The next step is to paint it. I got my seedlings outside, like I said before, and he brought me some more, a lot, not just some more, a lot of broccoli seedlings. And I'm going to leave them out here. I'm going to water them when I get back. Got the soil. That soil that came from that raised garden bed was so good. It was so good. I'm going to get 1 bag of garden soil, though. Put that in there. And we put some in here. Oh, the common consensus of all these volunteers that are popping up everywhere, and I found 2 more and we trampled on them, is that those are watermelon sprouts. Last year, oh, it's so dirty. Last year, I think that was my pot that I had the watermelon in. And 1 watermelon got eaten up probably by a squirrel. So I think the seeds, that's what's popping up, because most of what's being popped up, or what is popping up, is around that area where that pot used to be. I got some a little bit further off, some by the patio. I think it's watermelon. I had watermelon trying to sprout in the house and nothing came up. But now it seems I have more watermelon than I need. 6, 7. What is that? Sorry, 6, 7 plants. 1 pot, I usually only put like 2 to 4. Here's the problem I'm having. I have loofah to grow. I have sweet potato to grow. Now all that watermelon. All these things that need mad trellising. And all I have left are these 2. Excuse me, are these 2. That one over there. I don't want to put the watermelon there because the squirrels do run up and down that fence. That's too easy pickings. The sweet potato vine is going to sprout all stupid. I don't know. One thing I do know is in the next couple of days, I'm going to plant nasturtium coming over the side so it could grow over the side of that. Oh, it's going to look gorgeous. Gorgeous, I tell you. But it's about that time. Let me do an overview of what everything is looking like. I have 2-ish weeks to start getting these seeds in and these plants in. So far, the only thing that I have bought is 1 blueberry bush, 1 raspberry bush, 1 grape plant, and a ranunculus plant. That's it. So my goal is not to buy anything else. That's my goal. Oh, and the onion and garlic starts. But those are the starts. They're not like the actual plants. So, but that's my goal. I think I'm going to achieve it thanks to some of these volunteer watermelon plants I have, because it just was not coming up. But anyway, friend, thank you for watching this video. Until next time. Bye.